All men are geeks. Stop denying it, you bastards. And some of us are tabletop role-playing game geeks. Join us for some non-SJW, non-woke, non-PC bullshit, old-school advanced Dungeons and Dragons. At least once per month, sometimes twice, we get together with Dungeon Master Rollo Tomasi and Drew Bay for some dice slinging in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. If you're tired of the woke assholes that abound in tabletop gaming, these sniveling, overly sensitive, easily offended dipshits, then be sure to tune into Masculine Geek Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We're not politically correct. We're raw, unfiltered, and uncensored Dungeons and Dragons gamers. Get on board, pussies. We're making history. No broads allowed. Get your own game, ladies. Spurgs and tards need not apply.
Claire's gay.
Boy.
All right, everyone, welcome to MMG number 278, the Irrational DM, Mr. Raul Tomasi, with his live stream AD&D game session number 50. We're up to 50. Boy. So take it away, please, Mr. Irrational DM.
This is actually a fitting episode number 50. I apologize. I don't have a camera today.
No worries.
Because all of my cameras are now at Redwood Studios. Every last camera I own is at the studio. But I can still share my screen. So there we go.
There we go.
Cool.
Awesome. So you don't need to see me anyways. I'll just be this big ominous voice in the background. Okay, so the last time we were together. So you guys had defeated that stone roper. You managed to push the heavy ass thing to the side. And you guys took a good chunk of damage on the last game, so I'm presuming you guys are doing your best to heal up a bit.
Correct. Yeah.
I had a little bit of conference with you guys before game time, and so I was going to ask you guys first thing out the gate, how long do you want to sort of linger in this room and recover before you move on?
I would say at least enough to recover hit points and spells.
Yeah, because I've got no more cure wound spells at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so So how long do you want to stick around?
You want to do
allowed? I'll do one.
When you do at least like 16 hours or something, like or at least a rest, an overnight rest, 8 hours.
Okay. That will be enough for clerics to get priest spells back. It's also enough for Blodgett to get his luck points back as soon as he rolls a d4.
All right, doing so now.
Shit.
And I rolled a 4.
One of these days, we're just going to use like Dungeon Crawl Classic rules, and everybody dies.
Right.
So
like Warhammer.
So you got a 1. Is that what you said?
I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay, so you're up on 4. And let's go. Where did I go? Here we are. Let's scoot in a little bit. Your dispositions here. Ajax, you're back to full spell capacity. I think you sent me your.
Yeah. The only thing I used last time was the shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Kiss the Blarney Stone. And I also have. Let's see. Got Deus's spells. Drew, that would put you back up to full too. So
Nice, all right.
And
so I got blast, protection from evil, detect evil, cure light wounds ×2. I'll just let me know if you want them.
Right.
Type them out.
Okay, and let's see. Okay, now I also mentioned you guys. So while you guys are having your downtime here, I've got to roll a couple things to make sure that you guys don't go get caught with your pants down here. You said what, like about a full day's rest, like 8 hours, 12
at least
hours?
8 hours. Yeah, 8 to 10 hours. You know, get our beauty rest enough to fulfill our hit points.
Okay. You have an uneventful 8 hours. I don't think I've ever rolled so many 4s in my life. So the other thing that I was going to mention, and I think I already put this in our pregame conversations here, is the Lupo has quite a bit of loot in that bag right now. So there's things you guys probably have completely forgotten about too. But one of the things that Lupo has in your downtime has given you, Ajax, is an old scroll that the former ranger of the group, Aldemar, could not successfully read, and you're even having a bit of trouble reading it as well. So it is a scroll, which seems kind of strange to you. It's written in the Elder Druidic, so it's kind of hard to sort of parse out. The only words you are able to really interpret are, as I said before, are squirrel and plague. So
the squirrel plague would be great, actually.
Yes. So you can, or a plague squirrel.
Army of squirrels
with the plague. So you don't know exactly what it can do, but it's a spell from before the fall. So
is that like Plague of Locusts but squirrels?
Did Nurgle bless me with squirrels?
You might, or it might be a plague that is going to turn you into a squirrel. You have no earthly idea what it will do.
Damn.
But it is an ancient. It's in the ancient tongue, and it's well above your level. So read at your own risk. Q has gone down. Q has gone down the hole here, by the way, and has sort of scouted out the area. Yeah. We don't have Aaron Clary to go down the hole for us here today. So, yeah. Right. So this hole leads to this passage down here. So this is actually about 10, 12 feet down. So you're not going to take any damage from the drop if you just lower yourselves in carefully. And then underneath it leads to this passage that's right as you saw right here. So he explored just about the first 10 or 15 feet of the passage that's underneath the room that you're in right now. So it drops down lower, and it's a natural cavern. There is absolutely dead black. There's no light whatsoever in it. And the only light actually is coming from you guys right now. In fact, the only light that you have is Lupo's oil lantern, and whatever else you guys. I mean, this room right here is pitch black as it is if you put your lights out. Now, the other thing I probably didn't mention last time, Duncan Noble, is that the Sword of Lions that you picked up in the in the glowing jizz room. It sheds light. It sheds light in about a 20 foot diameter, so it's a fairly bright light.
Okay, I was reading about it online, and I got something totally different.
Yeah. Well, this is my version of Greyhawk. So,
okay.
Yeah. As I said before, there's also aspects of it that you haven't discovered yet, too.
Okay, so I'll pretend I didn't Google it.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's okay if you Google it, but it's not necessarily going to be exactly the same thing because the world that I run is a version of Greyhawk. It's not actually the Gary Gygax or Greyhawk, although it's very close geographically. It's identical. So.
Cool.
So, anyways, you guys have had your rest. Have you recuperated pretty much? If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. If there's any conversations you guys want to have. Go ahead and ask. The only other way out of here is either back the way you came or down the hole and then up the passage that Q has discovered.
So you said we get our cleric spells back, not magic user?
Magic users, you're still going to, you would have enough time to memorize probably another 2 spells from your spell book.
Oh, that's plenty. I didn't even. Okay.
Yeah. Nice. So if that puts you back up to full, then so be it.
That is full.
Okay,
cool.
So you got to because you got to remember clerical spells, priestly spells are through prayer and meditation and stuff like that. Whereas magic user spells require memorization.
You got to watch a lot of porn.
Yeah, you do. Got to take a break. You leave that up to Blotted. So, with that said, what do you guys want to do?
Are you gonna lower Blodgett down the hole and have him go and scout ahead a little bit?
Some
Since he's the
reconnaissance.
quiet one.
Maybe just a little bit.
Or you could simply crawl down the hole. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Well, let's listen first and see if we hear.
What
anything
did
that way.
Q? Well, Q was down there. What did he reconnoiter and actually find? Just the
All he
beginning
did
of that
was he
passageway.
just saw the beginning, like everything that you're seeing right up here. That's basically the
I'm going to ask him.
it.
Grat, wonder if hole have weird smell or weird sound or noise.
Other than the fact that it's pretty cold and damp, that's about it. It's a natural cavern. There is some spider webs on the ground. Nothing like too intimidating, but it doesn't look like this area has been used like in a very, very long time. Probably because a stone roper was sitting on top of the entryway.
Grat say move forward into damp tunnel.
Mm.
That Grat vote.
All right.
And Benny
I
always
agree with that.
always votes with me, so 2 vote over
I agree
here.
with the Badger.
Benny and Grat
Sounds
say
like a
move
plan.
forward.
All right, so who's going down?
Grat and Benny will go down with I guess with Blodgett and Q.
Go down.
So let's start with Blodgett. Blodgett, you shoot down here, and you end up. I'm moving other things around.
Let's get some suspense music going there.
So that puts you right about
Dungeon's
here.
good, but-
Blodgett, the minute you get down there, you can see, you're using your infravision because there's no light down there. You can see just about as far as right about here, and it is pitch black. There is not a trace of heat in this passage.
Okay.
Doesn't look as if this has been used in a very long time. Let's see, Grot. What do you? Who's running Q? Should we give Q to Thor today?
Yeah.
Thor, you want to run?
You want to play a monk?
You want to play a monk?
I'll do whatever you guys want. I'm just gonna hang out as long as I can. Thanks, man.
All right.
Cool.
You get to run Q. What do you want Q to do?
Q is a monk of some kind.
Yes.
Yes. And he works. He fights better when he's drunk.
When he's drunk. He's drunken master.
Let's take a drink.
Okay. That's what he would do. Okay. So playing very well. You get extra experience points for role playing well. Okay. So he's sucking down some booze. Grot, what do you want to do?
I will follow. We're gonna push past Q. Like you enjoy your wine, and I'm gonna go follow Blodgett. Benny and I follow Blodgett. Provide backup.
Okay. Getting your bulk through this hole is really difficult.
Grat used to getting into tight holes.
Yes.
That's what she always says.
Yeah, well, with armor and everything else, you kind of have to sort of shimmy yourself down with like kind of shuffling your shoulders and trying
Guys,
to.
if Gray notices this, I'm going to suggest that maybe somebody smaller goes first, so that if we reach a point where the space narrows too much, we know about it before Grot gets stuck.
Well, I can get
Because that
back
could be
up.
bad.
It'll just take a little harder time.
Okay.
Break out the oil.
It takes that. Yeah, there you go. Grease him up a
We have
little
some
bit.
oil
Grease
and
him up, yeah.
slipperiness.
You go
It ain't
lube
got
him
no
down.
gas in it.
Lube him up. All right. So let's say, Duncan, what do you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna follow Grot. Do we need light? I can use the sword.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, like
Grot, I failed to mention you also see pretty much the same thing Blodgett sees. You
I have
infravision as well.
infravision too, so that helps.
And you see jack shit. So
All
fact that you may as well not even have it. That's how dark and cold it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Great chili.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll draw the sword so that we have some light.
Okay.
And follow close behind.
Move your way down. Okay. So you squeeze yourself down you're not as hard as Grot, but you can squeeze yourself down in through that hole, and then I'll put you right here. Okay. Who's next? Let's put DS, what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
And turn invisible.
Okay.
Use that gum aerobic components that I got.
Okay. So you are now invisible. Ajax, what do you want to do? Mr.
So the badger's beckoning me to follow, so I'm going to follow my badger animal friends.
Yeah, your new badger friend? Okay.
Yes, my new badger friend is beckoning me to follow.
So he crawls down the hole, and you smell like patchouli, and you go down the hole.
So Benny's sticking out of my backpack, waving at the druid.
Right.
All right, that's cool. I like it.
All right. So here's the deal. Now it's a bit crowded here. So Blodgett, I'm going to ask you what you're going to do next. There's by the way, there's now light because you have the light of the sword that's been unsheathed.
I'm playing Blodgett, right?
No, Robert, you're playing Q.
I'm playing Q. That's right.
Yeah, we're almost back to you. Hang on.
No worries.
So,
Got it.
I'll go on ahead and move forward now that I have more light to see.
Okay. Okay, Blodgett, that's you. Push up a little bit. Grot, I presume you want to make room for everybody else?
Yeah, I'll move out of the way. I don't. My great sword two-handed sword is still sheathed.
Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use it in here anyways. It's still a little.
I have to use a dagger, or I have to stab with it like a spear.
Right. Okay, Q, what do you want to do? You've sucked down a good portion of booze.
So now, are we in a small tunnel, or is it open up like you see into a area?
Well, there's a hole right here. This is you right here,
which you haven't gone down yet.
You haven't gone down yet. So if you want to go down the hole to get to the passage underneath, you can.
Okay, I would need to do that in order to cast. Okay, I will go into the hole then.
Okay, so you go down the hole, down the chute. All right, DS, you are invisible.
I am gonna start following everybody else.
Okay. Oh, and Gray, presume you guys want to move along as well.
We're not going to stay here by ourselves. We'll just follow along with everybody else. Now, Lupo's got the lamp.
Yeah, he has the lamp. He can get down. So, he's a lot thinner than everybody else. So
okay, I'm just wondering. If he goes down first, then I'll hand the lamp down to him and follow. Okay. That way, we don't fuck that thing up because that would be bad.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can actually move you as a party. So.
Second.
All right.
Debating whether I want to cast a continual light spell on something just to have a second light source, and maybe you can just cover it up when we don't need it.
Yeah, right.
You
could cast it on Lupo's lantern, then you could always close the shutters with.
Well, it's all right. He's got an oil lantern.
A lantern would be redundant though. If I have another item, maybe something on a chain that I could cast it on, just hang it off.
That would make you a great target.
Yeah, that's something. It's got to be something I can easily conceal to. Let me think about
it. Now that you guys are all within the corridor here, you get an idea that the darkness that is in this corridor is unnaturally dark.
As in, this Grat doesn't like magic too much. Does he
use
magic?
As in your normal lights are not shining as far as they would normally.
Grat cold and can't see well, and Grat's special sight not work.
Thank you, Captain.
Guys, I'm thinking I might cast Detect Evil then.
Might be a good idea.
I was thinking about casting Detect Magic.
I might wait till we have better targets.
I will cast Detect Evil for now.
Okay. So
Which,
okay, so you burn that spell. You have detect evil, and that requires you to sort of direct it. Where do you want it to go?
okay. Straight forward down the hall.
Okay. You don't detect any evil within, like, what's the range of the spell? I think it's like 60 feet.
12 inches. So indoors, that'd be 120.
Yeah, that's quite a ways. You don't detect any evil down the direction that you're facing it. Like, down, I would presume it's down the corridor. You don't detect any evil emanating anywhere just yet.
Okay.
So the darkness may or may not be evil, but there's nothing really. There's no malefic force or anything like that in front of you.
I relay this to everybody that I cast detect evil, but that I'm not sensing anything, at least within the range of the spell. So we're good for a ways down the hallway.
So be it. Yes. Okay.
Should I cast magic missile here?
I can't.
This is the perfect time.
Should go with fireball.
Squirrel plague.
That'll certainly light things up for a little bit.
Where did it go?
So I don't have a spell book handy.
Oh, you don't cast spells.
Well, as a monk, don't you?
Monks don't cast spells, just not at his level, anyways. Actually, monks can really higher levels.
Clairvoyance.
You have to be at least ninth.
That's true. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I don't have my book with me.
That's what you're almost there, though. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do clairvoyance,
especially after this.
Okay, Blodgett, what do you want to do? You're up front.
I'm continuing to move forward.
Okay. Do you all
cautiously, mind you?
All right, you'll go ahead first here.
Grat will cover his friend with Benny.
Okay.
And he's waving at everybody in the back.
So, as you kind of move away from the party, again, you are only able to see so far in front of you because the lighting is not quite as.
Is it very like murky?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I will make sure that I have
swamp.
I'll make sure I have my short sword drawn. That way, I can use the illumination from its magic to assist.
So you're
naturally dark in there.
Your sword, the dancing sword, gives you just a touch more.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Duncan, presume you guys want to move up.
Yes. Okay. Still moving.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ajax. Presume everybody else wants to move up along.
Yes.
Okay. I am just going to collectively move you guys here a little bit further. You all want to move in the same direction, I presume, because you don't have any more.
Correct. Yeah. We're just keeping an eye out. We're really hyper aware of what's going on around us.
It's much easier just to do this.
Grat hungry.
Okay. So as you move up a little bit further, Blodgett, do you want to move away from the party, like to scout ahead, or do you just want to stick with the rest of the?
If I can, yes.
Okay.
How is the infravision for those that have it?
Infravision
I can't see.
As I was saying before, it's very cold and dark. It looks as if this passage has not been used in quite some time. And again, that's most likely because the stone roper was on top of that passageway right there.
Taking a crap.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's where we're stepping.
I'm going to push that.
Since Blodgett's kind of like leading the thing, can I cast invisible to animals on him? Just in case there's some wild animal and he's scouting?
On Blodgett?
Yeah.
Blodgett's a halfling. He's not an animal.
Invisibility to animals.
He looks like an animal. I think
it would make him invisible to animals.
Yeah. Oh, to animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Let me cast invisible to animals on Blodgett.
Okay. So it's going to require you to get up here a little further. Okay. So I'll put you up there. So, Blodgett, you see Ajax behind you going Shalom Aleichem, and he's like trying to cast a spell on you without your permission.
I feel violated.
So so it goes off. You've cast invisible to animals on. So somebody make a note of that.
Okay.
So Blodgett, you have that for the duration of that spell, however long that lasts.
How long is that, by the way?
It says, reading it real fast. Doesn't have a time, or doesn't one turn plus 1 round per level.
Say that again.
It's 1 turn plus 1 round per level.
Okay, 1 turn, so 10 minutes plus 1 round per level. What's your level 6?
Yeah.
So 16 minutes.
All right.
In game time.
That can go very fast.
And then protection from evil. What's the duration on that? Or excuse me, not protection. Detect evil.
Detect evil. The duration 1 turn plus 1/2 turn per level, and I am a level 6, so 1 turn plus
so
3, so 4 turns.
So 60. Yeah, so about 15. Let's just say 15 minutes.
Would that depend on if it's an election year or not?
Yes. Okay, so as you're moving up,
Boy, got a feeling I'm about to detect some evil.
You have a faint feeling of evil. Some brewing, sinister evil is ahead of you.
I relay this to the rest. I tell them that I have a
dungeon.
I sense evil.
Presence. There's a dark presence ahead. Blodgett, you hear evil coming from behind you.
Yeah, I get told that a lot.
Okay. Do you want to continue ahead now that you are invisible to animals and there's something evil ahead of you?
Oh, why wouldn't I?
Yes, but what the hell? Okay.
But yes, I will cautiously continue forward.
Okay.
Maybe it's a plague of squirrels.
The passageway becomes a little bit more irregular. It looks as if this has been rough hewn, like it's somebody carved this out of the bedrock at some point. But Blodgett, one thing you notice, and Duncan, you notice as well. Oh, actually, Ajax, you notice there's no footprints whatsoever in this passageway. Like there's like
dusty.
No, yeah, it's dusty. There's rubble, but there's like no footprints whatsoever.
How tall is the ceiling?
Stale air. It varies from about 10 feet to like 8 feet. So sometimes you kind of have to duck. You have to duck down a little bit. You would never be. You will not be able to swing that sword in here for sure.
The stab with it.
Yeah.
Greg no like this.
Blodgett, you about there. Oh, and you also have the sword. So it seems the darkness.
I'm attacking the darkness.
The darkness. Let's see. Seems to be. It doesn't. It's not as oppressive. Let's just say when you bring out the dancing sword, Blodgett, and also Duncan, your sword like casts light just normally. But the torches and the oil lamps are kind of burned fitfully, and they don't provide as much light as they would normally provide. So, moving on. Everybody up. The closer you get to the end of this passageway, you start to feel a little bit of that going this direction. Let's just say. Gray, you are definitely feel the intensity of the evil growing.
I relay this. I tell them I can sense the evil is growing.
Thank you.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Greg,
the evil is
say, how far away?
There must be
I'm
mail-in
not
ballots
sure,
ahead.
but it's
You can't really tell exactly. It's too indistinct, but it's definitely the direction you are going. It is intensifying the further down this passage you go.
There must be mail-in ballots ahead.
It's possible.
And hanging chads.
Drew, Gray, maybe you should cast your continual light on a coin and throw it down the hallway.
that actually sounds like a really good idea. Maybe
Or
something a little
have
heavier than
Blodgett-
a coin.
All right, how about you grab one of Blodgett's basic sling stones, cast it on the
I will
sling
do.
stone.
Well,
and
can
then
I?
he
Am I
and he
close
can
enough to
sling that
Blodgett's?
shit. You can
can
I
with her.
I request that Blodgett allow me to cast continual light on the sling stone, so that he can sling it down. Let me mark this off.
Exactly.
All right, so
So
you're
you
gonna
can sling it down the hallway.
so great,
'Cause I won't
great,
be able to
Do
throw
I
it as
have
far.
your consent?
great. You're gonna have to go up and do this to one of his stones. So you're gonna.
with one of his stones.
Yes, I cast continual light on one of his slings.
The left or the right?
Blodgett, he's asking you
whichever
for
one. I
stones.
think he can. Has got a little more heft.
There you go.
Nice. And then
Bravo.
imitate TFM.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly. So Blodgett, he's asking you for one of your sling stones.
Okay.
He's got an idea.
Whichever one hangs lower.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
don't-
cast continual
either
light
way.
on it, so now it is emitting a very, very bright fucking light.
Okay, so you've cast continual light on a sling stone.
Oh.
So you hand it back to Blodgett. Blodgett, what do you do?
Well, I suppose he's wanting me to
Heft that shit down there.
down the hall, but I don't necessarily want to throw it too far because these are my only ranged weapon. So
You could toss it. I mean, you could throw.
Oh, all
go
right.
in, like,
Yeah,
softball-
yeah, know where it is.
softball toss it.
yeah. So yeah,
forget- don't forget tracers point both ways.
yes, exactly.
Come on,
That,
eat it.
that's
Just eat it.
exactly what I'm thinking, actually.
So we got a bright fucking light now, and Blodgett's the one holding it.
Yeah. So
D&D eating.
I will lob that thing down the hallway as
Okay.
far as
All right,
as
so
far as
you-
I can with just the throw. I'm not using my magic sling to.
Oh, you're just gonna throw it. You're not gonna
Yeah,
actually like
yeah.
sling it down there. Okay, good enough. Roll a d20.
14.
That's pretty good. Let's push it down here.
Sounds like that'd be good.
It bangs against the wall right here and bumps back to you.
All right.
Oh shit! At least we see that.
You're like chink, and it comes back at you.
All right.
But you pick it up again.
Yeah, I will.
We all see this now, obviously.
Yes,
Shit,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and lob it down the hallway the other direction.
The
But
other
I'll keep my back to the side there, so I'm not like standing in the middle of the hallway holding
He's by the corner.
the glowing thing. So I'm by the corner and I'll lob it down.
This way.
You see a frog.
Ends and it hits the far wall here, and then
Hmm.
and plinks off the far wall.
Nice.
And it lands right about here.
All right.
Anybody else? What else you guys? What else you got?
As we are getting closer to the evil that I'm sensing, do we start to hear or smell anything? Do we notice any markings, footprints, trails?
There are. I'll
Anything.
tell you right now. There's no footprints. So
Okay, so whatever's down there hasn't come this way.
the only
or at
thing
least
you've
hasn't
smelled,
walked
the only
this
thing
way.
you've smelled up to this point is just like very kind of damp, almost mildewy, like
The grot.
stone. Yeah,
Damn, truly.
yeah, and patchouli. Yeah, and foot funk. Blodgett, the stone is right about where I put your character, right there.
All right. I'll pick it up and hurl it down the next corner.
Okay. So it goes right up to here. And you huck it down this hallway. And And it goes pretty far this time.
Got a good fling on that turd. Hey, the map, the Photoshop really adds to it. Good job, Rolo.
Right? Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time. Okay,
I mean,
so it ends up right about this area right here. Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. Right about here. The rest of you all, do you want to move on, Roger?
I will if it's still my time
I
to
just
do any
gotta-
actions.
I'll
I'll,
move you out of the way. Here, hang on a second. Move everybody else up. There. So the stone is right about here in front of you. So I'll let you guys decide what you want to do at this point.
Want to toss it a little further down the hallway? See if we can see anything else
yeah, I can do that.
through this evil darkness.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Anytime you said it. All right. Drew, roll me a d20.
All right, and 18.
18. You detect even more intense evil coming from straight ahead of you now.
I tell them I am detecting even more intense evil coming from straight ahead.
Must keep up our
Crom.
strength to
Very
fight evil.
intense.
Yes. What do you, Q? What did you like to do?
I just said, bye, Crom, let's go. I assume I have a staff or a hammer ready, so.
You have no weapons whatsoever. Well, I shouldn't say that. You have a dagger. You're a monk. You rely on open hand combat,
okay.
like weaponless combat.
Perfect.
At
I know sin and you.
At least that's what.
Okay.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
everybody's kung fu fighting. Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to do? DS.
Not at the moment. Still just following.
Okay.
Nobody can see me, right?
Nobody can see you. You're just. I should.
They know I'm there, though.
I tell everybody to stay close because if I think that we are going to be attacked, I am going to cast Bless first. So I am preparing to cast Bless on the group just in case.
A good idea.
Okay, so you're going into that spell. Is that what you're saying?
I am mentally preparing to cast it so that if
you're thinking
if
about
shit goes sideways, I'm just letting people know. Don't get too spread out because you got to be close by when I cast it.
Okay.
Right.
Don't want to miss
it. What does that mean? Give it to me in numbers.
In numbers, bless.
Like 100 feet, 50 feet.
The range is also 6 inches, so 60 feet inside.
60 feet. Yeah. All right. That should be fine.
And last 6 melee rounds. So.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit! No, range is 60. The area of effect is 5 by 5. Okay, so it's still 50 by 50. So you guys got to stay reasonably close to me.
Well, you have the glowing sling bullet in your hand right now.
I do?
Right.
Okay. Oh, wait. Blodgett does or I do?
Blodgett does.
Oh, okay. Blodgett
He's
does.
been picking it up and throwing it.
Yeah. Let
I
him
will
be the
throw it
target.
down the hall again.
Grad likes shiny rock.
And it continues about that far.
Should probably freaking order that.
Right about here. So it ends up right about this area right here. I presume you want to go up and get it?
Cautiously, yes.
Okay. All right, and we'll move everybody else up.
Very cautiously follow him. Oh,
all right,
shit.
Here we go. Give it another huck. What are you gonna do this time, Blodgett?
Toss it further down the hall.
Roll me a d20.
Oh shit! I was gonna say we might want to start checking for traps.
18.
About to get a hawk too.
18. Oh, that's a good one. Here, let's throw this one a long way. That goes quite far. This time. 18 should load. There you go. Good shot, my friend. Good shot. That's how far down it goes. You can just barely see it like down the hallway here.
Okay.
Because the darkness kind of like closes back in when you after you see the light go down the hallway and it closes back in.
That's creepy. Do I sense the evil getting any stronger?
The further you go down this passage, the more intense it gets.
Now, do I have a sense of just how powerfully or how evil this is?
You can only detect it by intensity. So,
okay. So not how powerful it is, but just how evil it is.
Yes, well, and how close it is. So how the intensity of it and the proximity of it.
Okay.
Intense hallway. It is. That's the Icewind Dale opening intro soundtrack.
Is it?
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, Blodgett, you managed to pick it up again.
All right.
Roll me a d20 again. Let's see how far it goes.
18 again.
18. There you go. All right.
Nice.
Come on.
But watch, we'll get in combat and I'll roll crap.
This time it plinks off of a corner here, and it bounces back at you.
Okay.
So it would have hit the corner. So let's go over here. There. Grab it. You gonna do it again? I take it.
Yes.
Now you guys have been doing this for quite some time, so let's.
Has anybody been checking behind us to make sure we're not being followed or snuck up?
Lupo and Q are
I'm assuming Lupo's doing that.
Nobody knows where Diaz is right now. You guys don't see Diaz anywhere.
Happy to pull guard.
We smell him though.
I'm just worried that
I smell good.
Occasionally you hear his voice. Yes, you smell soap and perfume.
I just have my concerns about this plinking off walls, making noise, letting someone know we're coming.
Oh, they know we're coming
Well,
from the footsteps.
Just our talking and shuffling and banging around in this fucking hallway is enough to alert anybody.
Trust me, Tracy.
We're not exactly being
Well
quiet.
Mind flayer's coming. The mind flayer's on his way.
Hello, is there anybody down there?
Okay.
Hello.
Blodgett, I presume you're going to throw down the other way now.
Yes.
All right, have at it. Give me a d20.
This time I got a 9.
Okay. It might be enough. Shoots down this way. Okay, Blodgett, you see it right there. I'm just going to push you up here for a second. The only thing that happens is right before you're about to go pick up this the sling stone.
Mm-hmm.
Gray is coming around here, and Gray, roll a d20, please.
Okay. And 8.
Okay, the evil is as intense as it since you cast the spell.
Okay.
When you turn this corner, it's almost as if along this wall, somewhere beyond this area, that's where it's emanating from.
All right. And I tell everybody, it feels like the evil is in this direction beyond this wall.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Fuck. 1.
Okay. It's so strong, it's giving you a headache, and you're having trouble staying on your feet.
Shit. Okay.
Crap.
There might be a pile of crap on the ground.
Yeah.
Shit himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Q, you look back at Lupo. Lupo's your link boy. He's the guy that carries the light for you and all your gear.
Okay.
and even he's kind of like a little concerned, like he's like picking up on something, and you don't know how he's picking up on it, but there's something that's kind of affecting him. All right, Blodgett, you managed to pick up the stone, which is right about here.
Okay. Am I seeing anything in front of me, like another wall or door or anything? That
again, the darkness is so oppressive. The only thing that's really casting any real light for you is your short sword and the continual light that's coming off of the sling bullet right now.
Okay.
And even now, like Duncan, your sword is even like as the light has been diminished from where you're at right now.
That seems ominous.
Okay, Blodgett, you want to huck another one?
Yep.
Haktua. Throw me a 20. Come on.
Get to the Haktua.
Do it now.
Sit on that thing.
All right. I rolled a 10.
All right. And it plinks off of this back here, but you notice there's some kind of entrance. The end of this.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And there's a door of some sorts that is right about 20 feet away from you.
Very slow.
All right. I will immediately
here we
move
go.
up and start inspecting the door.
Okay, so you grab the sling bullet there, and
Yep.
This music is called Secret Chamber.
Appropriate.
It's very appropriate. I'm trying to do the ambiance with the actual reality.
Okay, this door, you notice it's a black door. It's made out of some sort of blackened wood. There is carvings on the door, and the door is covered in a fine layer of like silt, like it hasn't been opened in quite some time. And the door carvings look not unlike the statuettes that you found on the knolls.
Okay.
You guys remember those statuettes that you pulled from the shop of the knolls?
Oh yeah, that was a while ago.
Pieces of brass, and they're pretty rough hewn, but they're kind of like whatever the knoll god was. You only found them on the shaman.
Inogu or whatever. Yeah.
Inogu, yes.
Inogu.
And there's carvings on the wall on the door, but you don't understand what the language is. But again, the door looks like it hasn't been opened in centuries.
Oh crap! And this is really where the evil's emanating from, that door area.
Yeah. Well, you're not up there. Only Blodgett's seeing this right now.
Well, what I mean is, did Gray relay the I have a headache because it's evil?
I didn't mention the headache, but I did mention that I sense that the evil is coming from beyond the wall, and that it's
you're not getting a headache. You're not like feeling any. You're not.
No, Grad move forward confidently.
Okay, you're not weirded out whatsoever.
What door say?
Duncan's a little weirded out. Let's see, and Gray would be a little weirded out, and Lupo's definitely weirded out. He's always weirded out. Everybody else can.
I'm not feeling anything.
No, you're fine. You're feeling good.
Okay.
Great. How's Benny doing? Is he okay, or is he squirming?
Benny's fine. He's a little. You can tell he's a little restless in the backpack right now, though.
All right, I'll take him out a little bit.
Gray, what do you want to do?
I don't want him to get crushed.
I'm going to take a look at the door and see if I recognize any of those, anything about this. Do I notice the evil getting stronger by the door as well?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just as strong as it was when you first cut rounded the corner.
Okay. Do any of the symbols look familiar? Might they be, other than just from the statues from the knolls, what about from the book that Lupo had found earlier?
Nothing in the book rings a bell. It's in a language you just simply don't get. It looks like it's very like the carvings in it look very rough. Roll a d20. Just see if I can.
12.
12, and your wisdom is pretty high. I'm sure you beat your wisdom.
I hope so. Let's see. Wisdom 19.
19, no problem. Okay, so you can recognize the symbols on the door as knoll a Knoll language of some sorts.
Okay, I tell this is some sort of Knoll gibberish.
Yes.
I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yes. Ajax, you're right here. DSM, you're still invisible at this point.
Yeah,
So,
it only ends if I attack, I believe.
Yeah. Yes. But do you want to try your hand at the symbols?
Sure. I'll take a look at it.
All right, roll intelligence check. So go ahead and roll IQ.
Okay. Let's see here. I rolled a 1. What a great start.
You have no earthly idea what this is, and nobody even knows you're there. All you Blodgett just feels a rush of wind to go by him. So let's see. Anybody else? No. Blodgett, now at this point you realize that the door has a very heavy lock on it. It looks as if it's been again, it's covered in a layer of silt, but there is definitely a lock mechanism on this door.
All right, I am inspecting the lock to see if there's any kind of trick to it or trap on it, and once I'm fairly confident that it's safe to give it a try, I will proceed to pick the lock.
Okay, so there is no trap on it, but it again, it looks like this lock hasn't been unlocked in a real long time, and it's a heavier lock. It's embedded in the door, but it's a heavier lock, and it's an older kind of mechanism. Like you've never even seen anything like this. Like who would possibly make a lock like this? So you can attempt to unlock it if you want.
Okay, I will do so.
All right, roll me. Do you want to use any luck points when you're unlocking it?
Yeah, I'll go on ahead and burn one now in the process of unlocking it.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Roll me a d20.
All right. And I rolled a 12.
Okay, so you rolled a 12, and you're having a real difficult time unlocking this thing because, again, like it's something that's a locking mechanism that you're not familiar with. But after about 3 or 4 minutes, just kind of fidgeting with it, you manage to unlock it.
Okay.
And when you unlock it, it crumbles. The lock crumbles itself, so it's just very, very old. Yeah.
It's like the
locking mechanism that was in the door now kind of crumbles, and it looks as if like the only other way you could have gotten in is if you'd have shattered it.
Okay.
What do you do?
All right. I let the party know that the door lock has been dealt with, and I'm assuming they're wanting to make an entrance into the room, but I'm not sure. As bad as that lock was, it may take some effort to actually open the door, which will be loud and such. So
that Gret expertise is banging in doors.
Right.
Should we just go in hard and fast, or try to be sneaky about that?
I have an idea. If we're going to go in hard and fast, I'm going to need Duncan and Grot to touch me while I touch the door so I can cast Barkskin on them.
What?
I'm blessing everybody right now.
Okay.
Are you trying to make me hard by touching you?
Yes. Your skin gets hard. Yeah, in your swimsuit area.
Your swimsuit area.
Blodgett, roll me a d20.
I rolled a 20.
Oh,
nice.
Good. Well done. Okay, so while Grot is going in, or excuse me, while Gray is going into his bless, he's doing his thing. Ajax, you're casting Barkskin on who?
All right, the way it reads, if Duncan and Grot touch me because they're touching me, I can cast Barkskin on them.
Okay, so you're gonna
cast. I'm touching.
Oh, do you have to keep a? Do you have to keep a hand on them?
No, it says, where is it?
It just stays on. So you're just
when
going
a
to
druid casts Bark Skin spell upon a creature, its armor class improves by 1 because creature skin toughness. The spell can be placed on the druid casting it, or it may be any other creature he or she touches. So if they're touching me, technically.
Okay, so you can do that. You'll
Okay,
cast Bark Skin. Do you want to cast it on yourself as well?
Yeah, all three people.
All three of us. Okay, so you're going into that and casting Bark Skin on them. Okay.
And it lasts 10 rounds.
Okay, Blodgett. Now that they're preoccupied with this, you notice that the lock, when it crumbles off of the door, you can see through where the lock was.
Okay.
There's a small amount of light emanating through that, what was left of the lock there. A very small opening where the lock was. You can see what looks like maybe like a yellow, orange, almost firelight glow that's coming through there, but it's very, very faint again because like this hallway is darkened.
Right.
So you're just kind of looking at this, and it kind of like when you like everybody else is not paying it. Well, I guess Diaz would see this too, but you don't know he's there. But when the lock crumbles off and it's like dust and kind of powdering, in the powder you see through the door there's some sort of firelight or something going on behind the door.
All right. I will stow my dancing sword and I will pull out my little scrying stone thing and peer through it and peer through the opening in the door. Just to see if it illuminates anything else that might be a potential problem.
Okay. Okay. You guys' spells go off. And what do you do?
Grad feels stiff. not in swimsuit area.
Jenkins.
So I presume you're going to relate this to everybody, but when you look through the hole there, Blodgett, it sends a chill down your spine. You're almost fearful to go through this door.
Oh shit.
Okay. I also say, holy crap, there's massive bad juju in this room.
Yeah.
And
Grad,
try to explain it to them as best I can.
What do you see?
I tell them what I see as far as there's some light and obviously something in the room, but looking through the stone, there's a chill of something that I can't describe.
You can tell he's spooked for sure, and you rarely see him spooked.
Does Grat sense anything? Does he get any kind of weirdness? I mean,
no, not you. Nothing at all for you.
Huh.
Duncan's a little on edge. Lupo is definitely on edge. The monk now is a little bit on edge. So Q's a little.
Grat feels fine.
Grat feels fine.
I feel fine. What's going on? Why are we not going indoor?
Nobody knows where Diaz is. Anybody seen Diaz? What did happen to you?
I gotta have a shower.
I'm watching you.
Invisible and shit. Do you actually have him invisible?
Yeah, he's right over here. I put his opacity.
Oh, you got him like opaque.
Yeah. All right. Here you are, waiting at the door.
All right, I move out of the way and let some of the heavy hitters up front.
Okay. You move over into DS. Hey, what's this guy doing here? Gray, what do you want to do?
I think I want to wait
on the whole party.
Oh boy, do I want to go in there? Fuck. Now that I've cast Bless on everybody else.
What does it do, by the way?
It gives you a better saving throws, and it gives you better increased chance to hit.
Oh, okay. Is that like a +1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. So I've got some stuff here that could be useful depending on the situation. So I'm mentally preparing because I don't know if this is going to be a fucking magic user or what. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on myself.
Okay. You go and cast Protection of Evil from yourself. So you detect evil. The intensity of the evil is coming from directly behind this door. You now have protection from evil on yourself. Everybody's been blessed. Barkskin on Grot and Duncan right now.
That brings my AC down to 4.
Yep. And I think it brings the Duncan down to 0. So which is
I have that +2 half.
Very good. Yes.
Yeah, and everyone got a saving throw +1 except for magic attacks that had Barkskin.
Well, I guess all there is to do now is go through that door and deal with whatever we find.
Okay.
All right, Grat stepped up to door and he looked at door. Does he see the sigils on the door, the runes?
He does. Yes.
Does he know? He's kind of dumb, but I mean, does he know?
No, he knows that they're. You would know this as a half. They're not orcish runes, whatever, at all. But you can tell that they are in some way like a Knoll-ish. They're Knoll runes or Knoll characters. You know what the hell it says, but you you also realize as you get up to the door, and you kind of stops you in your tracks. Is the carving on the door looks identical to the talismans that you guys took off of the Knoll shamans.
All right. So Grat put 2 and 2 together. Grat not smartest knife. Grat not smartest sword in weapon rack. However, so several things Grat's going to do. Grat is going to ask friend Blodgett for glowing stone. Nice, pretty stone.
Okay.
And then he's going to ask whoever has that amulet if Grat can borrow for a minute.
What amulet?
Yeah, the Null amulet that you just said the sigils that we had.
You mean the little figurines?
The figurine, yeah. Do we have a figurine?
Yeah. Who has? Gray has one. Lucas has one.
I give mine to Grot, and I'm going to stand right by Grot. I'm going to follow them right through the door.
All right. So Grat, in one hand, Grat have figurine. In other hand, Grat have glowing nice stone.
Okay.
And Grat going to lean back and with all his force of his right booted foot, slam that door open and then throw in pretty light stone.
Okay. So you kick
Hopefully
in.
Grat not explode.
Okay, you kick in the door.
Boom. You have a door noise?
Roll me a d20.
Let's use my easy roller dice cup. 9 plus whatever strength.
Okay. Good enough. I just didn't want you to fumble.
Oh, okay. And then Grat throw in stone.
Okay, so you throw in the stone, but it's kind of a non-issue when you get through there, and you have you throw the stone, but the entire room is very, very well lit when you.
I wasn't going to actually cross threshold of door.
Oh, you weren't? Okay. Well,
No.
This is what you see anyways, because the room is very, very well lit.
All right. Oh shit. Pair of tits.
There it is.
Look like eyes too. A pillow. Oh shit, what is that? What the fuck is that Wawa?
Okay, the entire room is lit by braziers, and it's very. You don't need any.
Is that a dinosaur? That's
It's
awesome.
a Stegosaurus.
Oh
Or that
shit, what is that?
armadillo.
Actually, it looks like an
walk
ankylosaurus.
right into it too.
Grat say sorry, wrong room. We'll come back later. All right, so I'm gonna. I will still have the
wrong key card.
wrong. Whoa! Look at the time.
So this is what
I'm still. All right, I'm still gonna hold that figurine, and Grat yell real loud. Grat have Null talisman.
All right, this is what you see. All right, so you pick it up. Ready? Okay, here we go. The room is 130 feet long. It is 100 feet wide and about 30 to 40 feet tall. There are four rows of pillars, 2 on each side of the room, with a long space between them that is occupied by a very large reptilian creature with a heavy shell and a tail that looks like a giant mace. If you think ankylosaur,
That's what it
You're
was.
correct. At the far end of the room is a throne. Sitting there is a tall, emaciated, gnoll-like figure whose eyes glow a bitter amber. This creature
Ice King.
it bears a 7-foot-long flail and 3 massive heads. To the right of the marble throne that he's sitting on are 6 tall gnolls and with halberds, and to the left there are 6 leering ghouls. A loud bellow breaks the reptile and it charges at you.
I have a quick question before anything happens. Is it too late to put this door back?
No, you just broke through it. So this thing is rushing at you right now.
All right, well, it can't get through the door, so fuck that. Brad takes a step back. Brad takes step back.
Since I've still got my seeing stone,
Dinosaur
can I
can
look
eat
through
dick.
there to see if there's any other dangers that aren't obviously apparent to us?
You can't see shit because Grodd is right there standing in the doorway because he specifically said he never didn't go through.
Great. So great. Large lizard attacking us, and there's a glowing red eye things that look like gnolls and ghouls and ghosts. Oh my, coming after us. Room is big, over 100 feet.
Shit. I'm gonna prepare to cast silence on that motherfucker just in case.
Can I prepare
The emaciated gnoll, not the reptile.
Who cares about the reptile?
Not the reptile, the emaciated gnoll.
All right.
Reptile is bring back to Grat young years when he went to Dinosaur Land.
All right. So as you are saying this, in the meantime, remember everything's live time right now. You're in combat, so it rushes
Animal
up
friendship
for
on
you
the
and is starting to bite at you.
Oh shit! I'm gonna dive backwards.
Backwards. Okay. Roll me a d20.
All right.
Aren't they herbivores?
7.
Not this evil one. Okay, 7. Okay, you barely roll back on your feet here.
Actually, look at that thing.
As it crashes into the doorway here and starts the door and the wall, the retaining wall here crumbles as it slams into this doorway area right in here, and it is thrusting its head through.
I'd say cast animal friendship on that and see if that works.
I don't know if I can. What's the intelligence?
At least it's not a basilisk.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick. Make friends with Lizard
I'll cast
Boy.
It takes 6 turns. Fuck it. Go for it.
All right.
6 turns.
It thrusts its head through and it bites at wherever it can bite at. So
I want to move back. Screw that.
Got Gray, and let's see.
Oh shit!
Oh, and I got a 20 on Grot.
What the?
And barely. Blodgett barely got missed there. And let's see if he can.
But it swallowed Blodgett whole.
It doesn't know yet. It would. So it doesn't. It doesn't know that you're there, Diaz. So it's not really trying to attack you, but just like physically, it's like so close it could hurt. It could harm you.
Could smell you probably.
So let's see. Gray just took 6 points of damage from the bite, and
fuck me.
And Grot just took 11 points of damage from the bite. He got a 20.
So since it's biting and tied up, and I have a dagger, do I have an opportunity for a temple or an eye shot?
No, because there's too many people in the way. I mean, you could throw it, but there's too many people in between you and the target. And it's tearing its way and thrusting its way through the doorway here. So it's crumbling across the say it's gonna get through.
Is it invisible to Blodgett because he's got that animal invisibility?
Hoping that it would extend.
It didn't look like it was trying to get Blodgett, but remember, it's just collateral damage at this point. You can't tell if it was trying to get him or it wasn't trying to get him. In fact, Diaz, it came close enough to, it wasn't specifically attacking you, but it's just going in there and just randomly, like chaotically attacking.
Okay. So if it reaches full extension, do we have an opportunity to engage?
As it stands right now, you guys are way too crammed up in this hallway right here.
Okay.
It is on us then.
Fair enough.
But as I said, it is
I'll stab at it
essentially bashing through this wall right now, and it almost seems frenzied. So just saying.
I cannot cast the animal friendship on it. It's not neutral. So the only thing I can really do is like hallucinatory forest.
And those are very complex spells to cast when a gigantic dinosaur is trying to you.
Shit.
I'm trying to come up with something to save our asses from this thing.
Uh-huh.
Either move back or attack it.
All right. I need everyone to roll a d20 right now for initiative.
Beat it to death. 17.
Okay.
14.
I got it.
15.
4.
4.
Yes.
Do we all need to roll?
Yeah, you all do.
All right.
Everyone in the back is not going to be able to.
13.
You guys won't be able to do anything, but I just need to prioritize really between Diaz, Logic,
You
and
got
Rod.
13.
Okay.
Okay. What'd you
13.
get? What'd you get, Gray?
17.
17. Grot, you got a
15.
15, and then Blodgett, you got
11.
11, and Diaz,
A 3.
you got a 3. You are dead last. Okay. Actually, Grot goes first. Grot, what do you want to do?
I'll take a step back enough to where I can draw my sword and try to stab it in the eyes.
Okay.
Grat, stab you.
Okay. You are so pressed by this thing, like right up in your grill. You can barely draw even like your most close. You might be able to draw your dagger.
All right, I'll do the dagger.
Okay. So you might be able to thrust with the dagger. So I'll give that to you. Go ahead.
I'll thrust at its eyes with the dagger. All right.
Okay.
A 6 plus.
You're blessed too.
I'm blessed. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. So this is a large creature, right?
Yes.
So,
Very.
So it's only one. Only one. All right, so that's
Monster
damage.
Creature.
I'm looking at the damage. So, what's my plus for my strength here for that? I didn't even write that down, did I? All right, so it's +4. So 9, 6 plus 4 total is 10 plus bless is 11.
Okay, so you managed to hit it, but you're not nothing critical. So roll me a d4.
All right, d4 plus my damage is 9.
Okay,
Plus
you're not
9.
going to get strength bonuses from where you're at, but you will get the magic bonuses for the bless.
All right, cool.
Okay,
I rolled
so
a 1.
Roll the 1 plus
+1.
So okay, got it. Okay,
Something.
really the next side, the ankylosaur gets to go again. So let's. So the ankylosaur bites back at you, Grot, because you just damaged it. It misses you. It bites at Gray, and misses Gray, and now you see it kind of twist itself, and you hear like everybody. Let's see, Ajax, Q, Duncan, and Lupo. You hear this wall just get crashed into. There's a big thunderous crash happens right against the wall starts caving in close to where Ajax is right here. And it's forcing you guys to. You haven't taken any damage on this one, but the wall here starts to crumble inward towards you. So it's like squishing you guys towards the towards this inner this side of the wall.
What the fuck?
This area right here where you guys were.
Turn that shit down.
So this area right here just crumbles and crashes in. And so it's you're going to get a cave in right here pretty soon. So just saying, you're going to have to move your ass and do something here.
Evasive maneuvers.
And so
hopefully we don't get split up.
Blodgett is bravely running away because I'm not liking this getting cramped. So
yeah, it's getting a little claustrophobic where you're at.
All right, so I would say we beat a hasty retreat.
Yep.
Back down the tunnel? We're not going through?
How? All right, let's assess this ROI.
Okay,
now.
do it quick. Do whatever you're gonna do. Do it fast. Gray, you're next up. By the way,
I'm gonna hit that motherfucker in the face.
All right.
Okay, with
my mace. I got a mace +2.
My fist.
Okay, it's Footsman's Mace. So yeah, go ahead. You be able to get a swing at it.
All right, and it's 7.
Okay, you missed. Now, Blodgett, you're up. What do you want to do?
Run away.
Okay, which direction?
I literally need to get somewhere safe. I'm going to get smashed by my companions, if not this dinosaur. So I've got to get somewhere where I can move.
Okay. You get about as close to Ajax as possible, and you realize this wall has been caved in from this side. Right, actually, I should say here. You can't get any further. You can't get any further than where Ajax is here, because everything from this point on has crumbled inward on you. The wall is like fallen in.
Okay.
Help over here.
Yes, nobody knows where you are, but you're not. You're next up. Everybody else is kind of like either paralyzed or they're kind of in shock right now.
Yeah, it seems like there's quite a bit going on, and that wall. It looks like where I'm at, it's pretty safe. The wall won't crumble on me. I think I'm just gonna back up to where Blodgett was.
Okay. While you're thinking about doing all of this, it's coming right back at you again. So what are you going to do?
Like attacking, even though I can't see
me? Tell me what you're going to do, because again, all this is in real time. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and then
you can't step back.
Just stand still, be quiet for the time being.
Stay right there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Grot, you have priority. What do you want to do?
I still cannot draw my two-handed sword, correct?
No, it's and by the way, the walls are closing. Literally, are closing in.
All right. Well, I got my hammer back from Duncan. That's a +1, so I'm going to try and slam it over the head.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that. You attack simultaneously as it rushes in again. So go ahead and roll me a d20.
11 + 4 + 5. So we got 16.
Okay, managed to hit it. This time I'll give you the strength bonus, because you're close up enough. So
and the hammer on the large is like 1d6.
Yeah, it's 1d6. Yeah. And what was the
damage? The total damage would be 1d6 + 10.
Okay. So
4 + 10 is 14 points of slamming skull damage on that.
Okay. You end up smashing into the head of it, and all it does is piss it off that much more. The whole thing, remember, the whole thing is armored as well. So,
all right.
So it attacks simultaneously as you do that. So it's biting at you and biting at Gray at the same time. Manages to hit you at the same time, and Gray is hit as well, but not quite as substantially. So, let's see, Grot, you're taking 4 points of damage from that.
Okay, I'm down to 40.
And then
I'm back.
Gray, Gray is taking 8 points of damage from that hit.
Oh fuck!
Said it is frenzied and smashing as best it can, and also everybody in the hallway hears this kind of like this whoosh of air. And you don't hear anything just yet, but you hear a big whoosh of air coming from beyond the wall that is now crumbling inward. What's Lupo going to do? Lupo is going to run this way. So he's bolting this way. Hugh, what do you want to do?
Well, what I'd like to do is I was hoping to position myself to roll my dexterity and try to do a disabling blow to the reptile's forearm, possibly cut the tendon, so it would force it to turn its weak side to us.
No way possible to do that. There's a wall, a retaining wall between you and this thing, and now there's rubble that's crumbling in through this wall.
Oh, well, I'll just back off then.
Okay. Duncan, what do you want to do?
I want to stab it in the eye.
Do you want to move in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to leave the
move you
small
here
and frail guys out front.
Okay. Ajax, what do you want to do?
I'm going to be pulling out one of those 2 bludgeons things that I got from the last campaign and cast Shillelagh on it.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Blodgett, you have momentary reprieve. What do you want to do?
Continue to move.
Okay. push you down this way. DS, you're blocked, so there's no way you're getting past Grot because between you and Grot is the head of this ankylosaur that's pushing its way through.
Yeah, I'm just being very quiet.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Grot, roll me a d20. Oh, Vince, roll me a 20. Hello, Vince.
Question: This ankylosaur, it has horns all over its head. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we equipped with rope and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. I'll wait for my turn.
Okay. Grot, roll me a
You know where I'm going.
20.
A d20?
Yep.
18.
18. Okay. As you are about ready to attack again, it pulls back, and the rush of wind that you heard before is now you understand what it is. You hear two loud smacks against the wall here, and this entire wall crumbles right here.
Oh shit.
So between here and here.
Fuck.
Oops. 100%. So right in through here.
There's a wall smashed in.
A wall smashed in. So right in through here is crumbles inside. Now, the bright spot of all this, though, is now there is a hole in this wall right here.
We can get around it. And
smash it. It's possible that Duncan and Ajax might be able to fit their way through that, but it's caused a cave in here between between these guys and you guys right now.
Oh, fuck. We didn't get separated and shit.
So it's still trying to rip its way through, but this wall is just coming apart right here. So right now, this wall is basically just rubble right now. And the guys who moved out of the way are now sort of trapped in a dead end right here. Whereas Ajax, you might be able to, Ajax, you might actually roll me a d20, Ajax.
Do it.
13.
13. Okay. You didn't take any damage, but you're going to have to spend another round getting back on your feet because the rubble kind of covers you as it comes in.
Okay.
Duncan, you can now pass through this wall if you wanted to.
Sure, why not? Maybe I'll try to attack the dinosaur from behind without getting my ass kicked by the tail.
Okay. So Grot, it bites at you, and it hits you. And let's see, Gray. Gray, it hits you as well. And,
oh fuck!
Let me see. Barely misses you, Diaz. It's just randomly just throwing its head in there, just whipping it back and forth. So,
how much damage did I take this time?
So, Grot, you take 6 points of damage, and Gray, you take 1 point of damage on that one.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Can I make another smash with my hammer?
Here. Yeah, you're up next, actually. So go ahead.
All right, let me use another die here. New green die.
It definitely seems frenzied in some way.
All right, so I got a 19 plus 1.
All right, not a natural
Plus
20, but you did pretty good. So go ahead and roll. Use the hammer again.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1d6 plus 10.
Okay. Plus 10. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. 5 plus 10 is 15.
Excellent. Okay, you ended up
humongous strength,
substantial damage, enough for it to sort of back away just a little bit. But
take that, dude.
But then now this entire retaining wall from here to here is entirely caved in. So, Duncan, you can get over it, but it's difficult ground. So if you wanted to move over it, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I still want to try to attack from behind.
Okay.
But not
attacking from behind is a dangerous proposition, let's just say. because you're looking at a large row of spikes along the side of this thing. It's again, this thing is a good 50 feet long, so it's huge. And you're avoiding the tail might be a little easier for you at this stage. You remember you have a ring of free action, so getting out of the way might be okay, but it's just trying to land a blow on it is going to be very difficult.
How about I try to just chop the tail off?
You could try.
That's
Go ahead.
Well, that'll distract it. It'll back off. It'll be bleeding out the ass, literally, and
Okay.
then
I'll tell you what, you roll a natural 20, I'll give it to you.
okay, well, I'm not. Yeah, I rolled a natural 8.
A natural 8. So you don't even manage to like to graze it.
Sounded better in my head.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where my turn is.
I'll let you know in a minute. Because you guys are blocked by a big pile of rubble at this stage. Let's see. Gray, what do you want to do?
I don't really have many options here.
You can now
fight or die.
You can now move through this wall right here. Scramble over this wall.
Fuck. You know what? I can't just leave Grot to fend for himself. I'm going to hit this thing, or attempt to hit it again with my mace and try not to die.
Okay.
And fuck, 10, and I got a +1 for the bless and a +2 for the mace, so 13.
Still not enough.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I'm just flailing
I think you need at least
impotently.
a 14.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh shit.
Yes, you're the only one who hasn't done anything.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do
I
is
haven't done anything.
I'm going to do Cure Light Wounds on Grat since he's right there. Since he needs
Okay,
it.
so you're gonna cast that onto him.
Yep.
Thank you.
That
and
keeps
go
me
ahead and roll
invisible,
it.
right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
haven't
it's not an
attacked.
attack.
You haven't attacked, so you're still invisible.
What's the total points I get back?
Go ahead and roll it.
What's the
D6
roll
plus
again?
1. I think
What
it's
is it? Light
D6 plus
wounds?
1.
Light wounds
Yeah,
is
it's
one.
light.
Yeah, it's 1d6.
D6.
Is there not a +1 with there?
Got a 5.
5. Okay, so you got 5 hit points back.
5 plus.
Okay, I'm up to 48.
Ajax, you're up. What do you want to do? You're back on your feet again.
I'm trying to
Thank
think.
you, Diaz.
Best thing I can think of is attempt to entangle on this beast.
Entangle? Okay.
Entangle.
All right. And what exactly does that do?
It says druid's able to cause plants in the area, so like any of the roots, to entangle the creature in the area. Grasses, weeds, brushes, even tree wraps, twists, and twine. The creature is thus holding them fast for the duration of the spell. If any creature in the area effect makes it saving throw, its movement speed
The problem is
60%.
there's no weeds, there's no roots, there's no like.
Yeah, it doesn't create them.
There's nothing that could entangle it. That's the problem.
Yeah, it doesn't conjure them up. It only uses what's there.
Yeah.
All right. So my only other option is to help out with the attack.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Smack it.
You want to climb over and try to smack?
Yeah, climb over and try to smack.
All right. So your only option right now is a side hit. So go ahead and roll a d20.
D20 with
Crap.
shillelagh. It's a 10 with the +1.
Okay, nothing. You can't get through the shell.
Oh shit.
Blodgett, what do you want to do? You have a big pile of rubble in front of you right now.
Can I see over it into the room?
You look like you could climb over it.
I want to climb just enough so that I can peer across and using my magic seeing stone, look to see if there's any more dangers in there that I need to warn the rest of the group about.
Okay, so you can climb up and over this thing, and so you're up on the top. Now describe to me exactly what you're doing.
I am looking through the magic seeing stone.
Okay, the
to
witch stone.
See what the room looks like through the stone, since I got a feeling something was going on when I looked in it the last time that scared me. Obviously, I see why, because there's all kinds of dangers in here. But I want to see if there are any undetected dangers, like invisible enemies or anything else in there that we need to worry about.
Okay, so you're peering through the witch stone right now.
Yes.
And as you're looking through the witch stone, you notice that the ankylosaur itself is kind of a hazy, like almost a dwemer to it.
Okay.
And the the rest. So let's see how far you can see here. We're kind of far away. You're looking at the. You're wondering why the other forces in the room right now haven't attacked. Kind of have a little hazy kind of shimmer around each individual monster. Each creature has some sort of like kind of a hazy shimmer to it.
Okay.
And you think right about the middle of the room, you just catch out of the corner of your eye, you look at something and you can't tell. It's like so fast that it moves that you can't really tell what it was.
Okay.
But everything you see in this room right now, there's kind of like almost like a translucent shimmer to everything in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
That's weird.
So, gee, who's with me? Just Blodgett and is there with Lupo and.
And remember, everyone else is engaged in combat right now, so they're not even paying attention to you at this point.
Right. I will tell Lupo and
Q
that there's something really weird about this room. If someone can break up the magic, I'm not sure what all's in there is what it appears to be.
I have Dispel Magic, but I don't know that it can affect anything.
But you don't know that. I can only tell this to
can't tell
to these guys. It's
Sure.
like we need to. It's like Nimble Guy, Cube. Maybe you could get to one of the magic users and ask them if they can cast Dispel Magic or something.
Can you yell over? I mean, it's not that far.
Well, it's over in combat and stuff like that. You guys are going to
can't hear any.
You're not going to hear
this
me.
thing is roaring the whole time you guys are
right.
after it.
Shit. Stupid lizard.
All right.
But Q may be nimble enough to spring across the rubble and get over to either Diaz, if he can even detect where Diaz is, if he's still invisible, or Duncan, and tell them that the stuff in the room there's something magical in the room. There are magic spells on the things in the room that you're fighting, and we will fight. And if there's some way to dispel that magic, maybe we can reduce how powerful they are.
I was thinking about casting Dispel
I've been
Magic on the
working-
Ankylosaur, just in case it's magically controlled. But
I was thinking about this since the last time I mentioned. When it's my turn, I'll let you know.
should have done that first.
Guess what? It's your turn right now. What do you want to do? You?
Okay, so I had talked about preparing rope and with one of the rocks and all of that sort of thing. What I wanted to do is I wanted to use the rope around one of the braziers and then run around the room and drag the braziers to the ground.
Okay, well, you're nowhere near a brazier right now, so there's nothing you can really do about that. You're basically still in this.
Yeah, sorry, I can't see the map.
Oh, you can't hear there.
Can't use the rope as a bolus or anything.
You're nowhere that you could possibly do that right now. There's not a brazier even.
Roger
near.
that.
Yeah. The only thing you can do.
Sorry, I can't even see the map. Yeah.
The only thing you can do is climb to the top of the rubble.
Okay.
So I'll put you up here to climb to the top of the rubble here, and Blodgett is telling you to go tell the magic users or go tell the. Well, of course you don't know where Diaz is right now because he's invisible. But he suspects that things aren't as they seem in this room.
Okay.
And Lupo is sort of curiously wondering what the hell you guys are doing. So I'll put him over here.
Roger that.
Duncan, roll me that D20 now.
All right. 14.
14. Okay, you managed to hit it, and you do a bit of damage to it, but it's not enough to cut the tail off. So.
Okay. Well, I'm also hoping maybe I'll draw its attention away from the door and give us more room.
Okay. Ajax, what are you gonna do? Try to hit it again?
Try to hit again.
Shillelagh it.
18.
18. You managed to put a decent hit on it, but again, it's got that armored shell. So if you did just a touch, you did more damage than you did on the last one, but it didn't do much else to it.
So it'd be a 1d6 that I roll, right? Or
Yeah.
All right, and then it gets 2 to 5 hit points of damage on top of that for a larger opponent with the shillelagh.
Sure.
5.
Okay, and
Nice.
okay, you managed to hit it pretty hard, but again, it sort of reverberates against the shell of the thing right here. Let's see. Oh, I gotta come back around now. Let's see. I'm going to. Where'd you go? Where's Max?
Leave Grad alone. Yeah, backing up, actually.
So he's gonna attack Duncan and Ajax right now.
Oh, run
Oh,
away!
shit.
See?
I mean, it's a launch a fireball up its nostril.
All right, so I hit
Right.
Ajax, and then I also hit Duncan. So let's see.
Shit.
Shit.
Ajax is taking 6 points of damage, and Duncan is only taking 2 points of damage from that hit. My goodness.
That's good.
Nice.
Hey, Rolo, are you counting in the bark skin on all of us
Yes.
for the damage? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for the damage as well. Okay. What do you want to do, Grot?
I'm gonna smack it again with my hammer.
Okay. Well, you can get into the room now if you want to, because remember
All right,
you
I'll move
have
in.
to go in to get it to go
All right,
after.
I'll move into the room and I'm gonna smack it upside the head.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll me a d20.
All right. 19 again.
Okay. So you managed to hit it. Roll me the damage.
1d6 plus 10. 5 again, plus 10 is
Okay.
15. 15 points of hammer damage to that lizard
It
thing.
looks it's definitely paying attention to you on the next round of attacks, but you did some real. I mean, it's a big critter, so you managed to do some damage to it.
Okay.
Gray, what do you do?
Well, I was considering casting Dispel Magic on this, thinking maybe it was magically controlled, but at this point I'm thinking it's so pissed off at them that even if it's not magically controlled, it's probably going to keep attacking them. So I'm going to go in there. I'm not dead yet, and attempt to hit it again with my hammer, or my mace.
Okay.
And motherfucker, 4.
You get
What the hell? Get rid of that die.
before you die.
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die if I keep this up.
Do you have another 20-sider?
Yeah, I'll try to.
Well, start rolling that. Throw that thing out. Have it
Diaz.
blessed or something.
Diaz. What do you do?
Fuck me.
I'm gonna go into the room to the left and squeeze by Grut. Do I still notice everything in the back standing still?
Yeah, they're taking notice of you now, though.
Can they take notice when I'm invisible?
You don't know.
Okay.
They are looking at you, though.
Oh shit.
So they can. So they
As you
physically, I
as
see
you-
them looking.
Yes, you physically see them looking at you, and primarily it's this critter right here,
Oh, that Gudu.
and
God.
it's
That's true,
pointing.
Steve.
It's pointing right at you, and as it points at you, the gnolls that are next to it start charging this way.
Okay.
They were kind of fucked.
You don't know what you
Damn, I
did.
missed the scroll.
Now the thing rears up and it stands because it was on a throne here. It stands up. It stops right about where it is right there, and it rears up to about 8 feet tall. And again, it's just pointing at you and it's barking. It's in some sort of gnoll language that you don't understand, and the gnolls rush at you this way.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, like he knows where you are, or he's seen you. Like the jig is up.
Well, you know what I say to that? I'm gonna shoot a fireball right at those gnolls
Okay.
with my wand.
That's good because the speed on that is like instantaneous.
Yeah. Now you are way the fuck back with this too. So what's the range on that thing?
It's a good question. Let me see.
It should be at least.
I don't think it's the same as a fireball. It's a wand of fire, right?
It's gonna give a damage of 66 points rather than the level for 1d6.
But again, it's the wand. It's not actually a fireball, correct?
No, it actually casts a fireball, but it casts at a lower level.
The wand of fire.
Wand of fire has one of its functions because I have a wand of fire in Drew's game and I use it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into casting fireball at these guys, right?
Yep. Point it right at the center.
Okay. The fire shoots right through each one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And as it does, it dispels and disappears.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What does?
Each one of these is as it fires through each one of these things.
They disappear?
They disappear.
Oh, they're illusions.
So they're illusory. Okay.
I told you I saw magic.
Okay.
Somebody dispel magic.
One who knows this is Diaz. All the rest of you guys are preoccupied with the Ankylosaurus right now.
That's
So
really
none
the only
of you
real
know
thing.
this except for Diaz right now.
Okay.
Shit.
Blodgett, you can move now through this wall if you choose so.
Yeah, I want to get somewhere behind one of the pillars safe, and I will use my bullets as my ranged weapon and thunk that thing in any of its soft, vulnerable parts.
Okay, so what are you using? You're using
my bullets, my lead bullets.
Okay, from the Sling of Sneaking.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. So you're slinging a sling bullet and you're swinging it around, and as you do, you feel an arrow shot directly behind you, and it cracks right into the pillar that's next to you.
Okay.
You have no idea where it came from.
It's that fast-moving thing I saw. Sort of. That would be my guess. All right. Well, I'm committed to the attack, so I have to let it fly, and then I'm going to pull out my stone and start looking around.
Okay, so go ahead and roll, but I'm going to give you a minus because it distracts you when the arrow cracks right into the pillar that's next to you.
All right. 18.
Okay, you managed to hit it, and it smashes into the shell of the ankylosaur. It does a little bit of damage, but it the lead of the bullet actually embeds in the shell of the ankylosaur.
Okay.
Okay. Q, you're here now. You're free to move around. There's a lot of space to go. Where do you want to go? And you're pretty fast. So where do you want the monk to go?
I was going to try to tie up the ankylosaur with rope, but I'm not sure how to do that now.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work out for you.
Yeah, I'll hold position, guys. I'm going to have to drop.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you again. This is a wonderful distraction.
Okay.
I'll be up to speed better next time. Thank you.
No worries. We got you.
Absolutely, no worries.
We got
Take
you.
it easy.
Sleep well.
Night, Thor.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
You got it. Anytime.
Okay, so let's see. The ankylosaur now is flailing, and it's smashing. It smashes into the pillar that you happen to be by there, Blodgett. And it's the mace tail smashes into that pillar, and the pillar is starting to crumble. And again, you're gonna have to move. And then it's going to bite at Duncan and misses. And now it's biting at Ajax and misses. And it's biting at Grot, and it misses on this one.
What? Oh, that's good.
Doesn't seem as if it is as effective as it was when it first bum rushed you a little while ago.
I keep beating it on his head.
Yeah.
With my hammer. Giving it some brain damage.
So now, Gray, you're right here. Grot, you're actually up next. You are now in a very large room with a 40-foot tall ceiling. Grot?
All right, well, I'm going to ignore that rest of the room for now, and I'm going to concentrate on taking this ankylosaurus. I don't know it's ankylosaurus. This lizard out. So, another hammer attack
with the hammer, or are you going to use a sword?
Oh, I can use the sword now. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let me.
I was giving you a gimme there.
I'm having a tired boomer moment apparently. All right, so I'm gonna use my sword. Let me roll. I get a great sword. I get a so +5 to hit.
Okay, give it to me.
14 +5.
19 altogether.
All right. Yep.
Okay,
And it's a large creature, right?
right. And okay, roll the damage.
I'll do it 3 to 18, so 3d6 plus 10.
Okay, give it a shot.
6 and 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11 plus 10. 21 points of sword damage.
Okay, as you hit this thing, it discorporates. And like basically, remember in let's say in the Avengers, everybody kind of like
It ain't got no gas in it.
Yes.
Oh,
and beneath it, you see
dork.
right underneath it. Where's Max?
Is sled.
Max goes away.
What the fuck is that?
You see a critter that your sword
rust monster
is now embedded in the back of this rust monster.
Oh,
and
crap.
Your great sword is beginning to rust away.
At least I got a +1 that it'll hold off a little bit.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put one foot on the rust monster and pull out my sword.
Now you know what was moving around so quickly in the middle of the room.
All
Okay.
right, I'm gonna pull my sword out.
Okay. You pull it out. As you pull it out, you notice like half of the sword rusts away.
Oh, I used to have half a sword.
And it's yeah. Now you have half a sword.
Well, I actually have the other longsword, the black longsword from that fucker in the other.
Yeah, you still have that as well.
Holy shit!
All right, since I have good strength, I'm just gonna pummel the fuck out of this thing.
Wait, it's only affecting metal weapons, right?
Yep.
I got 2 of those sticks. Could I give one of those sticks over to Duncan or to Grot to use?
Give Grot a club. Let him beat it like a baby seal.
That's right. Well,
I tossed Grot one of the maces.
Okay,
yes, it's good. I kept missing.
As you're doing so, let's see. Okay, so 1. Grot, you are hit with an arrow.
What?
Gray.
Where'd that come from?
You are just barely. You hear an arrow whiz by your ear.
Shit.
Duncan, you are hit by an arrow.
Right.
Good news.
And sorry about this, but Blodgett, you're hit by an arrow.
Okay.
And last one.
Son of a bitch.
And Q is missed. Q like dodges out of the way at the last second. He catches the arrow. So let's see. Gray, you take 4 points of damage.
Oh.
Rod takes 3 points of damage.
How many? 3?
3.
All right, I'm down to 45.
Takes 4 points of damage. And poor little Blodgett takes 3 points of damage, Blodgett.
Okay.
And none of you have any idea where they came from.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to punch the fuck out of this.
We need cover.
Well, I hit it with that stick.
You hit it with the stick? Yeah.
I'm going to beat it with a stick.
Okay. Now, at this point, all of these ghouls start rushing this way as well.
All right, we're going to have to we might want to wrap this up here.
Yeah, we should.
All right,
Yeah.
so
But
now,
take, like, a screenshot
are
of this
ghouls considered undead?
Yes. Very.
All right.
very undead.
I will try to deal with the ghouls.
You can turn them.
I fucking hope so. Now or next time? What do you want?
We'll do it next time. It'll be a nice suspense.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh fuck. Fingers crossed.
You have to leave us here like this. Save that file.
Oh, it is.
Hopefully I don't die.
Right now.
Cool.
So when we come back, we'll finish that. As I told you, this is the big ending of this part.
We're getting our asses handed to us over here with this fucking rust monster. Stupid bastard.
It's a little rust monster.
I am going to try to turn the ghouls And then if I can get close enough, I'll try to cast a spell magic on that guy back there. So
It's
that's my plan.
Really, it is.
If I don't die, and I'm getting there.
If he dies, he dies.
He dies.
I may have to use a
cool.
healing spell or two.
Cool.
There we go. All right,
Yeah,
excellent.
that was intense.
Yep.
That was
It'll
very
be
good. Thank
more
you.
intense later.
It's fun.
Holy fucking shit.
Definitely fun.
So
All right,
everybody start say place your bets on who dies next time.
He dies.
Could be a total-
he dies.
Total player kill.
All right.
Where the Cheetos?
I'm gonna make sure I bring
So,
Cheetos
that
and Mountain
means the
Dew
game's
next
over.
time. I'm gonna make sure I bring those next time for the final game.
God, Cheetos actually sound good at the moment.
Right? Some Cheetos and some straight up
Where's the Mountain Dew?
I would
Dew.
love to
Yeah, I
sit
got
down
cows
with
down to
a
eat
fucking
after this.
bowl of Cheetos and eat the whole thing.
You guys are being so mean. Drew's on a cut here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing
10
Cheetos
more
next game.
weeks. 10
Oh,
more
that's
weeks
gonna
of
suck.
this.
It'll be
Yeah.
worth it for
That's
the gold, Drew. Keep telling
That
yourself
is-
that. It'll be worth it for the gold.
I'm gonna have some Cheetos when I next time I play. So
Yes, you guys have to. We have to. That's your Cheetos. That's your
Me
whole
too. Me too.
next time. Mountain Dew and
let's all,
Cheetos.
let's all get
Flamin'
let's all
hot Cheetos.
You get an
let's get all
You
Cheetos
get extra
and Mountain
10%
Dew.
You get extra 10% in experience points if you bring Cheetos and Mountain Dew.
Awesome.
I will bring some Diet Mountain Dew, and I could probably have a tiny little pack of Cheetos if I set aside the
Yeah,
calories.
so just a little bit. You can do a little bit.
So you guys did. You guys did exactly the opposite of what you should have done, which is like just bum rush in the room.
Okay, well, I Grat kind of did, but
Well,
oh well. We live and live.
Now
Well,
we know.
hopefully live and learn.
Yes. All right, guys. I got to go play top golf with Mike Sartain now.
All right, take us out,
yeah,
Ron.
have fun.
All right, everybody. Here we go. You're going to
I'm attacking the darkness.
and casting,
I want to cast magic missile.
and you better bring.
Where the Cheetos?
And
Where's the Mountain Dew?
there you go. That's what I got for you.
All right, everyone, have a good night, and we'll see you next game. And we'll figure out
There's
when that
any
is.
girls there? I want to do.
That's right. It ain't got no gas in it. All right, everyone, enjoy your evenings, and we'll see
Bye.
you soon.